What's up, family? Welcome to another episode of Living Your Dreams with Tony Cole. I'm your host. I hope you've been able to go to my YouTube channel, Living Your Dreams with Tony Cole, and just check out all the videos I've been putting out for you. I've been putting a lot of work into this, so I hope you've been able to check it out. And if you like what you see, subscribe. A couple of people asked me, do they have to pay in order to subscribe? Absolutely not. All you have to do is just hit that little subscribe button, and it's that simple. So let's get into today's topic. As promised, I told you I was going to come back with part 2 of What's My Purpose. Last week I brought you part 1, and I talked about things you can do to find your purpose in life. And a couple of things that I suggested was that you spend time with yourself, that you learn how to trust yourself, that you quiet your world down long enough to find out what God is saying to you in regards to your purpose in life. But this week on part 2 of What's My Purpose, I would like to give you some practical steps that you can take that moves you one step closer towards your destiny. The first thing I would like to say is that you have to be willing to do the work. And that's going to require some research on your part. You're going to have to find people who are doing what it is you're interested in doing. And you can go online, and there are so many meetup groups that you can join where people are out there connecting and just sharing that activity. And you may not even know any of them, but that's okay, because as long as y'all have that common interest, that's a good way to start a great conversation. So go online, find the meetup groups. That's one way. You can also use your social media outlet and ask your friends, people you have friended on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Ask them what's going on, and you'd be surprised the information that is available to you today in the 21st century. I mean, some people call the newspaper old school, but even the newspaper, they're online now, and they have activities and events that's happening in your city, in your community, for the weekend, for the week, and a lot of them have it for the entire month. So there's no reason you cannot find people out there who are doing what it is you're trying to do. So that's the first step, research. The second step is you're going to have to get outside your comfort zone, because there are going to be times when the people you hang with, the people that are in your circle, are not interested in the things that you're interested in. And you can't make your spouse or your partner or your bestie be your everything, nor should you try. No one person can be everything for you and to you. That's dangerous, but we'll talk about that another time. So get outside your immediate circle, expand your horizons, and get to know some new people. You may go into a situation where you don't know anyone in the room, but they're doing what it is that you're interested in. So relax, enjoy yourself, and just see, allow yourself to experience what's going on at that point in that time. So you have to get out, you have to become uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. Because a lot of times when God gives us a vision or gives us a purpose for our lives, nobody else may get it. Nobody else may get it but us. And that's okay. You have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to step out on faith. And yes, that means you got to put some feet to your faith. See, it's all euphoric when we got it in our minds. But when it comes to taking some steps towards that direction, sometimes it's downright frightening. Sometimes it's scary. It's uncomfortable to go up to strangers and say, "Hi, my name is so-and-so, and how did you do this, and how did you do that?" But what you'll realize, there are so many people who are available to share their journeys with you. People love to tell you how they went from point A to point B. Because what a lot of people don't understand is that when you're a visionary, or if you have a calling on your life, there's a sense of solitude that goes with that. And it's important not to mistake that solitude for loneliness, because that's not what it is. Because you have your friends and you have your family and you have people you can call when you need them. But being an artist or being an entrepreneur and being a visionary, you have to have that quiet time where you can commune with God, where you can create, where you can plan your next steps. So when someone come up to me and be like, Tony, how did you publish your first book? I'm like, girl, put on a pot of coffee and let's talk. Because I love sharing my journey with people. And I'm not the type of person that's insecure and think that you're going to steal it, because you can't. And I know you can't steal it because you didn't give it to me. You know, my gifts, my talents, my drive came from God. And what God gave me can't nobody take. I'm super clear about that. So I have no problem sharing my journey with other people. And there are other people who feel the same way, but you have to be willing to get outside your comfort zone and ask them for help. And the third thing, which will be my final point that I want to give you on what's my purpose or finding your purpose, is that you have to be willing to challenge yourself. Because if you get someone to guide you, if you get a mentor, they may ask you to do things that you're uncomfortable doing. They may take you to places that you're uncomfortable being in. You may have to change your attire. You may have to change the way you talk. And all of that, I'm keeping it real and I'm going to be myself no matter where I go. Let me tell you, if you're not willing to change, if you're not willing to grow, then maybe you're not willing to live the purpose that God has for you, because it's constant growth. It's constant change. That's what living in life is all about. It's about evolving. So there you have it, 3 practical steps that you can take towards finding your purpose in life. Do the research. Find some like-minded people who are doing what you're doing. You may get a mentor out of that. Become uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. Step outside of your comfort zone and find some people that you can share and enjoy similar experiences with, and be willing to be challenged to do things differently so that you can grow and evolve. I hope that helped you. I'm your host, Tony Cole. Thank you so much for joining me here for another episode of Living Your Dreams with Tony Cole. On today's topic, What's My Purpose, Part 2. And please, if you like what I said, if it helped you in any kind of way, share it with your family and share it with your friends. And as always, I like to leave you with one of my favorite poems, Gate of the Year. So I said to the man who stood at the gate, "Give me a light that I may go out into the darkness and into the unknown." And he replied, "Go out into the darkness, go out into the unknown, but put your hand in the hands of God, and God shall be for you better than light and much safer than a known way." Until we meet again, family, live your dreams.